Something is stirring in the heart of the jungle tonight. A whisper among the leaves, a rustling in the moonlight, a mystery waiting to be unraveled. Deep beneath the emerald canopy, the jungle breathes in slow, peaceful waves. Fireflies flicker like tiny lanterns, casting golden glows over the winding forest floor. The scent of night-blooming flowers lingers in the air, sweet and hypnotic, while the trees sway gently as if sharing secrets with the wind. But tonight, something is missing. The jungle's rarest treasure, the velvety, deep purple dreamberries, has vanished. Their rich, sweet scent still lingers, but the bushes stand empty, their branches bare beneath the silver moon. Who or what has taken them? And why? Tonight you'll glide through the night alongside Rhett, the wise African grey, and AppleJax, the curious Eclectus, as they set off into the moonlit jungle to uncover the mystery. But you don't have to solve a thing. You're here to simply drift, to listen, to let the quiet hum of the forest guide you into rest. So settle in, take a deep breath, and let the night carry you away. The story is about to begin. Rhett, the wise and steady African grey, and AppleJax, the ever-curious and playful Eclectus, have noticed the mystery, and so, with feathers fluffed and eyes bright, they take to the sky, following a delicate trail of petals and footprints toward the unknown. The jungle slumbered in an enchanted dream. A velvety silence had draped itself over the endless canopy, a gentle, breathing stillness that seemed to cradle every leaf and branch. The ancient trees rustled with a languid grace, their massive leaves swaying in deliberate, slow-motion arcs, whispering secrets in a language decipherable only by the playful wind. Moonlight, like molten silver, cascaded through the tangled branches, painting elongated, ever-shifting silhouettes upon the soft forest floor. Fireflies danced among the shadows, their tiny orbs of golden light pulsing with a rhythmic cadence that matched the jungle's serene heartbeat. In the midst of this silent reverie, cradled by the sturdy, twisting arms of an ancient banyan tree, two birds rested side by side. The tree's gnarled branches, thick and sinewy, wove together like the fingers of time itself, offering a sanctuary high above the forest floor. Rhett, the stately Congo African grey, sat with an air of scholarly precision. His slate gray feathers, each one meticulously preened, formed a long, sleek coat that caught the subtle luminescence of the moon, reflecting it with a ghostly sheen that seemed almost ethereal. His amber eyes, burning like polished embers, flickered with introspection, casting a warm glow that pierced the surrounding darkness. As he surveyed the mysterious world below, Every detail was absorbed and calculated with the stillness of a seasoned thinker, his gaze tracing the intricate patterns of shadows and light that danced across the landscape, revealing secrets only he could perceive. Beside him, AppleJax, the vibrant Eclectus, flared with lively contrast, a living tapestry of color against the backdrop of the dense forest. His feathers blazed in a dazzling riot of emerald hues, each plume shimmering with a life of its own, while bits of yellow and blue peeked from under his wings, like hidden gems waiting to be discovered. His feathers puffed with an insatiable curiosity, a testament to his ever-alert nature. His candy corn-colored beak, a striking ombre of bright yellow and fiery orange, snapped with palpable excitement, as if eager to taste the very essence of the wild. With each graceful stretch of his wings, he displayed a masterful ballet of color and form, and an effortless ruffle of his tail added a flourish to his jungle dance. AppleJax embodied the untamed spirit of the jungle, a creature of instinct and vitality. Unlike the measured, contemplative thought of Rhett, AppleJax was in tune with the very pulse of the forest, his senses attuned to the subtlest shifts in the air, the distant haunting call of a solitary owl echoing through the trees, and the soft rustling of unseen creatures ambling through the lush ferns, weaving their own stories in the verdant undergrowth. That night, an unusual and unsettling disquiet buzzed beneath the deceptively calm surface, a silent yet palpable tension that hung heavy in the air. Within the depths of the jungle lay its most coveted treasure, the soft, velvety dreamberries, their color a rich, deep purple, glistening like jewels in the moonlight. These berries only ripened under the watchful glow of a full moon. However, they had mysteriously vanished. Where once bushes bursting with abundant clusters of these luscious berries flourished, now only barren, outstretched branches remained, stark and empty against the night sky. A faint, lingering scent of crushed berries mingled with the cool, crisp night air, serving as a silent testimony to the abrupt and mysterious disappearance of the precious fruit. The air held a whisper of mystery, as if the jungle itself mourned the loss of its treasures. Rhett clicked his beak thoughtfully, the sound sharp and precise, as his mind worked to piece together the unexpected puzzle. Someone or something had pilfered the berry-laden bushes, leaving only barren stems in their wake. Without a moment's hesitation, AppleJax unfurled his wings, their vibrant hues catching the sunlight in a dazzling display, and launched himself into the air. He swept low over the forest floor, the rush of air ruffling his feathers before gracefully landing near one of the vacated bushes. With a curious and deliberate poke of his beak at the now bare stems, he tilted his head, his eyes narrowing as if to question the mystery of the absent fruit. The evidence was irrefutable. Not a single berry remained, and the enigma only deepened, casting a shadow of intrigue over the sun-dappled forest. Turning back to his companion, AppleJax's bright orange eyes danced like flickering fiery flames, alive with a spark of mischief. The air around them seemed to hum with the anticipation of the mystery that was unfolding before their eyes. Without exchanging another word, a silent understanding passed between the two friends, as palpable as a whispered promise. Together, they stepped forward, venturing into the glowing embrace of the moonlit jungle, where silvery beams of light filtered through the thick canopy, casting ethereal shadows on the forest floor. The leaves rustled softly underfoot, and the scent of damp earth and wild blossoms filled the air, creating a sense of adventure that wrapped around them like a comforting cloak. The jungle exhaled long, relaxed breaths, its cool, damp air perfumed with a delicate aroma of night-blooming jasmine intermingled with a whisper of rain. The scent was intoxicating, a sweet and earthy blend that seemed to envelop everything in its path. Towering trees, ancient and majestic, stood as silent sentinels, their trunks thick with gnarled age. Their branches stretched out like protective arms draped in elegant silken vines that moved in a slow, hypnotic dance, as if in tune with an ancient lullaby only they could hear. The vines swayed gently, catching the moonlight in their delicate tendrils, casting intricate shadows on the ground below. Somewhere in the distance, the gentle trickle of a stream murmured softly, its water glistening like liquid silver as it meandered over smooth stones. This rippling melody wove through the opaque veil of night, a quiet symphony that harmonized with the rustling leaves and the occasional call of a night bird, creating a serene, otherworldly atmosphere. As Rhett and AppleJax delved deeper into the shadowy realm, the first clue revealed itself, a scattered trail of delicate purple petals strewn atop a lush bed of vibrant moss. AppleJax's tail flicked with an excited twitch as he recognized the clue. The petals drew a sinuous path past a grove of bioluminescent mushrooms, their soft, ethereal blue glow painting haunting, shifting patterns upon the gnarled trunks. Tiny silver moths drifted lazily from leaf to leaf, their gossamer wings catching fleeting flashes of moonlight that danced like fleeting dreams. The jungle hummed around them, both a witness and a participant in a quiet symphony of life. The hypnotic trail of petals meandered gently towards a colossal, twisting tree, its ancient roots sprawled wide like the protective limbs of a venerable guardian. Beneath the arch of one robust root, snuggled in a curled embrace, lay Periwinkle the pangolin. His scales sparkled like finely polished stone, each one capturing the moon's silver glow and refracting it in subtle, varied hues. His slender tail was neatly curled around his small, delicate body, and his face half hidden beneath his resting front paws, betrayed by the soft twitch of a lingering dream. AppleJax cocked his head in curious fascination as Periwinkle stirred, his sensitive ears picking up the quiet murmur of familiar visitors. Slowly, the pangolin lifted his head, blinking away the haze of sleep with a dreamy gaze. In the silence that followed, his elongated claw delicately traced a shape in the moist night air. A footprint, small, delicate, unmistakably not those of a bird. Rhett acknowledged the clue with a subtle nod, his eyes narrowing slightly as he absorbed the significance of the hint. Meanwhile, AppleJax bounced lightly on his feet, his excitement bubbling and rippling through him like a gentle, caressing breeze sweeping through the leaves. The mystery was unfurling before them, a tapestry of secrets slowly revealing itself, each sign a whisper from the depths of the unknown. With a knowing sigh that echoed the ancient wisdom of the forest, Periwinkle curled deeper into himself, his body forming a small, relaxed ball as he surrendered once more to the soothing embrace of sleep. The path ahead was clear. The delicate footprints beckoned them forward, inviting them to step into the vast, uncharted territories of the unknown. The dense jungle finally opened into a luminous clearing where a gentle stream meandered over the smooth, time-worn stones. Shattered reflections of the starlit sky dancing across its rippling surface. The water gleamed with the subtle glimmer of fireflies, those golden specks of light bobbing in the current like luminous lanterns. Nestled near the water's edge, beneath the arching, gnarled roots of an ancient fig tree, lay a small nest marred by the remnants of crushed dreamberries. Dark, rich juice stained the vibrant moss, infusing the air with a fruity aroma that spoke of indulgence and quiet mischief. Curled next to the scattered, jewel-like berries, a tiny sugar glider nestled into a soft, protective ball. Her fur, the warm hue of sunlit sand, glowed softly under the pale moonlight, each strand seemingly illuminated in the tranquil darkness. It moved in gentle, rhythmic rises and falls, a serene dance synchronized by the whispering hush of the nocturnal forest surrounding her. Delicate paws, their tips dusted with a hint of purple from the mysterious berries, were tucked neatly under her chin, adding a splash of color to her otherwise sandy coat. Her long, sinuous tail, as soft and lustrous as a silken ribbon spun from moonbeams, wrapped around her like a tender embrace, cocooning her in comfort against the cool, misty breath of the night air. Pipkin, the sugar glider, with her soft, velvety fur and wide, curious eyes, was the key to unraveling the mystery that had puzzled them all. Rhett and AppleJax exchanged a knowing glance, their expressions illuminated by the speckled moonlight filtering through the dense canopy above. It became clear that Pipkin had not pilfered the dreamberries out of malice or greed. Instead, within her tiny frame and gentle heart, she had perhaps gathered a little extra to make the vast, dark night of the jungle seem a little less overwhelming. Her actions were not a crime, but rather a small, instinctive act of self-preservation, a way to find comfort and solace in the sprawling, mysterious domain of the jungle. Ever the playful spirit, AppleJax tilted his head with comically exaggerated astonishment, fluffing his bright feathers in a dramatic flare that caught the light, making them shimmer like a kaleidoscope of colors. His eyes twinkled with mischief as he looked at Rhett, awaiting some verdict or plan of action. But Rhett simply blinked slowly, his gaze imbued with thoughtful calm and wisdom that seemed to draw from the very essence of the jungle itself. The dense canopy above swayed gently, casting intricate patterns of light and shadow on the forest floor. There would be no admonishment today, only the understanding that the lush jungle, with its tapestry of life, provided for all its inhabitants. This was a minor caper, like a ripple in a vast pond, easily forgiven within the grand tapestry of life. With tender, deliberate care, Rhett and AppleJax selected a single plump dreamberry from the remnants, its deep purple hue glistening in the mottled sunlight, and placing it beside Pipkin's tiny paws, a gentle, silent reminder of the importance of sharing and the bonds that connect all creatures. The air was filled with the earthy scent of the forest and the soft rustle of leaves. And as softly as they had arrived, the two friends melted back into the shadow whisper of the trees, their footsteps barely a murmur on the thick carpet of moss and fallen leaves, leaving the secret of the stream and its gentle lesson behind. As if satisfied with the evening's revelations, the jungle exhaled in a serene sigh, a gentle rustling that seemed to carry secrets through the air. AppleJax spread his majestic wings, his feathers shimmering in the dim light, and soared upward in a languid, swirling spiral, cutting through the cool night air with ease before gracefully aligning again beside Rhett. They moved with an effortless harmony, their steps light on the plush, dew-kissed moss that cushioned their every footfall, as if the very spirit of the forest guided their path with invisible hands. Their stately banyan tree, their cherished sanctuary, loomed ahead, its great sprawling branches extending like welcoming arms under the gentle glow of the moon, which cast a silvery sheen over the landscape. The leaves whispered softly among themselves, sharing the secrets of the night. AppleJax landed first, fluffing his vibrant feathers into a soft, round bundle. the colors shifting subtly as drowsiness overtook him. Rhett followed with measured grace, his every movement a testament to his calm composure. Settling into his customary quiet dignity, even as his keen mind continued to replay the night's mysteries, each detail vivid in his memory. Yet even the most thoughtful of souls must eventually yield to slumber. The jungle hummed its final lullabies, a symphony of nocturnal sounds that blended into a soothing melody as fireflies scattered like tiny stars across the dark sky, their lights blinking in a rhythmic dance. The very air seemed to whisper a promise of rest, a caressing breeze that lulled every creature to peace. The mystery had been unraveled. The night had reclaimed its tranquil composure, and within the serene arms of the jungle, everything was exactly as it should be, as if the world had paused in perfect harmony. And so, with the mystery unraveled and the jungle at peace, Rhett and AppleJax returned to their favorite perch. With eyes slowly closing, Rhett and AppleJax surrendered to the deep, tranquil embrace of sleep, their hearts and minds cradled in the silent assurance that all was well. The forest hums with quiet contentment, the night air thick with the scent of blooming jasmine and the faint whisper of rustling leaves. Fireflies flicker like tiny stars drifting through the trees, their golden light pulsing in slow, steady rhythms, as if in tune with the gentle breath of the earth. The jungle sighs, a soft exhale of tranquility, cradling its creatures in the comforting embrace of the night. Everything is as it should be. Everything is at rest, and so are you. Feel your body sinking deeper into comfort, like a feather floating down onto the forest floor. Feel your breath slowing, steady and calm, as if the rhythm of the jungle has become your own. There's nothing left to do. No more searching, no more wondering. Just this moment of stillness wrapped in the quiet hush of the night. Sleep is here, waiting for you, gentle and effortless. Sweet dreams. The jungle will keep its secrets, and the stars will keep watch over you. And whenever you need to drift away again, you know where to find me.